In times of loss, oftentimes people come to us and share theological truth, thinking that the truth in itself will be comforting. But they do it not intentionally, but they sometimes do it without compassion. So when my wife and I were walking through, we actually had 2 miscarriages. When we're walking through that, people would say things like, God loves you, and maybe your child had a birth defect and he was protecting you from a life of a lot of trouble, which was upsetting. While maybe we wanted a child even if he or she had a birth defect. Or they would say, God is sovereign, and just leave it at that. And I believe God is sovereign, but it's an insufficient answer lacking compassion in the moment that I'm in pain to say, oh, God is glorified in this somehow. So I think the way it's changed how I respond to people is, of course I'm still going to share theological truth and truth in general, but I'm going to do it in the context of my love for them. And I think even when we look at Jesus talking to Mary and Martha when they had lost Lazarus, he does share theological truth, but what he says is not God is sovereign. He says, I am the resurrection and the life. What he says is there's hope for the future because life is coming. I think that's far more comforting in times of loss.